After over 15 years, Halo Reach is 15 years old this year, the servers have been brought back online just like Halo 3. A dedicated bunch of Halo players have been working tirelessly to restore online functionality to one of the Halo community's favorite games, and today we're going to go through it all. After I covered the Halo 3 version a few weeks ago, I got spammed with messages saying, "Reach? Where's Reach? Why no Reach?" So here we go.
Double kill. Flag captured. Round over.
Halo Reach, the final game in the Bungie Halo era, is for many to be considered their favorite Halo title. It isn't my favorite, but I still got max rank Inheritor with that cool as hell Haunted helmet, and back in 2021, the servers for the title were taken offline forever. I particularly loved the online roster of Halo Reach, where you'd have all of your friends on the right hand side of the menu. What happened to that? I never understood why beloved features or staple features were removed. It never made sense to me, so I hope it comes back with the next Halo game. Where Halo Reach really stepped up was in terms of awesome custom games. So many iconic, fun custom games came out with Halo Reach. Even to this day on the Master Chief Collection, you can play them. I also really enjoyed Invasion, the Spartan vs Elites mode, and the campaign had some great moments, which for a standalone story is memorable even today. The ending of Halo Reach is 10 out of 10, and the Bungie developers even spoke about it recently, talking about the animations and how they're so happy with how they finished off their time making Halo games. In saying that, what has the Halo community done? I'm glad you asked, YouTube viewer. Halo Reach's matchmaking, just like Halo 3's, went down in 2021, with the original games being sunset. This removed the online matchmaking functionality, but custom games and other features still work. There was an official blog post that showed for each Halo title what still worked and what doesn't. Funnily enough, this image on screen is wrong, and officially Halo 4 still works for matchmaking, so expect a video about that in future. What the Halo community has done is they've brought back every single playlist from the old games. You'll need to join the Discord in the description to help coordinate games and get a host, but I was able to pick playlists, so that means Team Slayer, Team Objective, Super Slayer, Rumble Pit, all the way to Big Team Battle. The biggest thing I noticed, which is what I loved, is that every single person who joins in to play the original Halo Reach just loves Halo. You know how you can get games online nowadays where people just play so obnoxiously that you're like, yeah, I can't be bothered with this, and you'll get off. Both the Halo 3 and the Reach versions of when I played literally reminded me of the golden years of Halo. Just some fans running games, goofing off, some chill, some competitive, a mixture of everything, and it is so refreshing. It feels so different than the current modern gaming trend, and is almost like a time machine back to a simpler time. Sometimes that's where I think games have changed, but if you are a fan of old school Halo and would like to play, I'll link the Discord you need in the description below. From the last video I did with Halo 3, you guys were asking if you need Xbox Live. You do. And in terms of what console you can use anything from the Xbox 360 to the Series X. It all still works. This means with the new matchmaking edition, the original Halo Reach is back to almost full functionality. Yes, you need a host to do matchmaking, and yes, file sharing is a planned feature that's being worked on, but the campaign still works 4-player online. You can play Firefight, you can rewatch, save, and record clips in theater, and you can earn achievements. There's even people coordinating play sessions to earn achievements, which I thought was very cool. Some of those Halo Reach achievements were very hard to earn, as most players didn't have all the DLC, so the rare map and mode combinations just wouldn't appear. It also means that you can still do custom games. As I said before, custom games are still an option. Yes, you can do the fun custom games too, but I even did multi-team 3v3v3 Rocket Hog Race, which was a very popular mode on Halo Reach. I cannot state enough just how much fun I had on Halo Reach custom games. As I've covered each of these older Halo titles, and you guys pointed it out too, it feels so different than modern games. The menus all have personality and soul. Games launch pretty much complete right out of the box and seem to incentivize making friends and having a good time. Games launch with adequate playlist options to cater to casuals, competitive, grouped up with friends, and even solo lone wolves. I speak a lot on the channel about trying to make Halo as good as it can be, and I've spoken about features that I feel are critically important to the long-term success of the franchise. All of what I mentioned I feel make Halo, well, Halo, the pre and post game lobby, the voting/veto system, social features. I've said it a million times. That's why the franchise had the success it's had. It wasn't just one thing or another, it was a combination of many things all in one. This raises the question, how has Halo Reach aged? Well, this year the game turns 15 years old. I think we're getting a tie-in on Halo Infinite for it, but don't quote me on that. But I've got to say, at 30 FPS, the game plays solid for a title from 2010. Yes, there's the usual criticisms of not liking armor lock, active camo, and other gimmicky mechanics, but in terms of hit registration, respawn points, map flow, and other technical aspects, Halo Reach has aged incredibly well. The hit registration especially is stellar for a title from 2010, and would stand up to even Infinite in today's age. Sniper rifle shots hit consistently, DMR shots can absolutely beam the enemy across the map, something that surprised me that the effective range wasn't nerfed during Reach's lifecycle, and most weaponry in the game handle really well. It's a shame randomized bloom made the title so much worse to play, as the zero bloom setting of Halo Reach is 10 out of 10. It turns out Bungie also wanted to implement vertical recoil as well as randomized bloom, which is insane. I am so glad Bungie did not go this route. It was also a really big change that vehicles had damage states in Halo Reach. This means the vehicle itself had its own health value, whereas in Halo 3, a vehicle's destruction was tied to the death of its user's health. The sniper rifle became an anti-Banshee weapon for the first time, as the Halo 3 sniper rifle did nothing against a Banshee. In Reach, however, it was routinely used to destroy a Banshee, something that has continued into every Halo game since. I really wanted to put the game through its paces, and I was surprised that every single playlist from 2010 to 2012 was available, including Anniversary, the map packs and their DLC, as well as the Rare playlist that had a very niche player base. The Sunrise project for Halo Reach really is a time machine back to a different age of Halo, and I cannot state enough how happy it made me to go back and play it. Also, just like Halo 3, those achievements on Reach look beautiful. Just the original Xbox 360 dashboards, they take me back to a simpler time, and maybe it is nostalgia, but I truly believe tech in the early 2000s to 2010s was superior than to how it is today. Really, my only criticism to Halo Reach and most of the Xbox 360 Halo titles was that the DLC wasn't owned by everyone. This meant that if you matched one person who didn't have the map pack, well, the new maps would never appear. This made the new content and maps added very, very rare, and I'm glad that today, new maps are available to everyone for free. And with that is the Halo Reach Sunrise project. If you would like to join in, and there's weekly play sessions for Halo Reach on your Xbox 360, I'll add the Discord you need in the description below. They run original Halo 2 on the original Xbox, rare builds and beta builds of work-in-progress Halo games, and so much more. I love seeing how passionate the Halo community is about the games that shaped the franchise, and I love being able to do this video today. Big thank you to everyone who hosted and welcomed me into their community so I could play games. I really had fun. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Brand new Halo Infinite update is on the way, and I'll see you guys later.
If they came to hear me beg, they will be disappointed.
Gain the lead. Double kill.